Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good Friday night to you, and welcome to Tompkins High School in Katy. This is Vype FortBend.com presentation of Fort Bend County Volleyball as the Ridgepoint Panther girls, who are a sparkling 10-1 thus far in the new season, are taking on the Tompkins Falcons, who are having a pretty good season themselves. They are 8-2. This is a pre-district match, but it could possibly be a preview of a meeting that could take place in November, because in Class 6A, what always happens is a team from Katy plays a team from Fort Bend ISD in the first round of the playoffs. And there's a very good chance that it could be a first-round matchup between the Ridgepoint Panthers and the Katy Tompkins girls, but it also could be a matchup down the line with very high stakes. I'm Roger Smith, and glad you're with us, and we're going to set this up. We'll bring you the Countdown to First Serve show coming up in just a couple of minutes. Fort Bend County High School Sports on VypeFortBend.com is brought to you tonight by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. At Nick's, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. By First Tire and Automotive, with 4 great locations, including Katy Cinco Ranch. All of them are open on Saturdays. Visit FirstTireandAuto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, 10,400 Southwest Freeway, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. And as it's been since Robert P. Archer founded it in 1956, Archer Volkswagen is still family-owned and operated, and you'll feel like family when you're there. By the Needville Insurance Agency, Bradley Stabenow and his team are your hometown trusted agents. They'll shop around to get you the best rate and make insurance easy for you. Call the Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or visit needvilleinsurance.com. And by Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, helping us take care of business every day so we can bring you the action on VypeFortBend.com every week. We were expecting to come to you with a Countdown to First Serve show at about 6:15 this evening, but because of a riveting JV match that ran a little bit long, that's why we didn't get started until just before 7 o'clock. We will take a break and tell you all the things you need to know about the Obra Tompkins Falcons volleyball team. They're looking sharp thus far in the season. We'll be back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those firsts too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website FirstTireandAuto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome back to the Countdown to First Serve show, and we're going to tell you about the Tompkins Falcons girls. They have 8 victories against only 2 losses thus far in the young season. They have beaten Travis out of Fort Bend ISD, also Bush, and their own sisters from the Katy ISD, Cinco Ranch. They've beaten College Park out of Conroe ISD, and also Clear Springs, all very, very quality programs. Their 2 losses came in tournament play to New Braunfels Canyon and to Cy Woods. Their leading killers, and it's fun because you don't have to be politically correct in volleyball. Kills are what you go for. And their leader with 106 kills in their 10 games is Cindy Changawa. She has an average of 10.6 per game. Paris Herman, 87 kills, averaging 8.7 per game. And Tendai Titley is third in the district with 67 kills. We'll take a break and be back on VypeFortBend.com.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take care of it. Taking care of business. But who takes care of you? Office Depot Office Max. We supply you, copy you, and tune you up. Members get 2% back in rewards on everything, and we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
All right, back at Tompkins Gym. And more about these Tompkins Falcons girls. Their best servers, Erica Daleski and Katie Lopez. Daleski and Lopez have an identical ace percentage of 12.5%. When it comes to blocks, it is Tendai Titley leading the way with 22 on the season. Katie Lopez with 14. Cindy Changawa and Natasia Baptiste have 11 each on the season. And when it comes to digs, Paris Herman and also Tendai Titley are leading the way. Herman with 139 to lead the team. For the 10-1 Ridgepoint Panther girls, they have great balance thus far this year. They have a lot of players who can do damage. 5 players with 25 or more kills. Lauren Battle with 31, Nina Moore with 37, Arissa Smith with 39, Alexis Robertson with 48, and Sydney Jordan with 73. When it comes to aces, Sydney Jordan has the most on the Ridgepoint team with 7, McKenna Manthe with 4, Nina Moore with 3, and Nyla Raspberry with 2. They also have some intimidating players on the front who can come up with great blocks. 7 players with 15 or more blocks. So you have Smith, Jordan, Moorer, Kayla Wilson, Lauren Battle, Carrington Cook, and Alexis Robertson, all with more than 15 blocks. And 9 players who have 20 or more digs, including Nyla Raspberry, who leads the way on the team with 234. We just got done introducing the hometown Tompkins Falcons, and they have a very large student section, very active, and I'm kind of happy that we are down at the other end of the floor from all those Tompkins students, because I don't know that I could talk over them. They are very spirited, and a great group. So this is a road game for Ridgepoint and a good test to see how they're going to do against a very high-quality opponent. So these two teams coming into the game with a combined record of 18-3. And that ain't hay. That's pretty good. And along the way, at some point, I'll tell you how the JV match, I will tell you that Tompkins won, but it was very, very exciting indeed. So one of the things that's kind of a holdover from COVID, although you don't see anybody in this, well, I won't say not anybody, but maybe 1 out of every 70 people wearing a mask, and everybody's sitting as close to each other as they want, including the players along the benches, but they will not switch benches like they used to 2 years ago and nearly every season before that. So just in the sake of, not spreading too many germs, they maintain the same bench the entire way. So Ridgepoint is down here at the end from which I'm broadcasting. So when I say to the left, it is to Ridgepoint's left. And if I were to estimate the crowd, which I freely admit I'm not very good at doing, I'm guessing there are at least 700 souls inside the gym here at Tompkins. By the way, this is also a good time to tell you about our football coverage, which is going to start next week. We will have football preview shows on Monday and Tuesday. And on Thursday night, the 26th of August, it'll be Aldine Eisenhower coming to Hall Stadium to take on the Marshall Buffs. We'll start that one for you at 6:45. Then on Friday, August the 27th, it's Hightower against Bush, also from Hall Stadium. And again, our countdown to kickoff show will come your way at 6:45. And then on Saturday, August the 28th, it is Dulles against Kempner, a 6 o'clock kickoff. So the countdown to kickoff show, and that one will be at 5:45. VypeFortBend.com is your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. We kicked everything off this Tuesday as we broadcasted a volleyball match where Fulshire lost at Katy 7 Lakes. Tompkins won the coin toss, and they will serve first. And Ridgepoint Panthers in the near court wearing their white jerseys with the black shorts. And here we go. And to start the match, the serve goes out and the ball rolls over, and I bumped it back there onto the court with my foot. So 1-0 Ridgepoint. And starting off to serve is Lauren Battle. Also out there on the floor is Nina Moorer. And we'll get you Sydney Jordan and the other 3 starters soon. Spike attempt by Tompkins. But here we go. Ridgepoint fighting back down the far right side, but returned by Tompkins. Now it's on the Ridgepoint side. They should get good impact here. And Alexis Robertson bangs one down. Gets it off the fist of Nastasia Baptiste. And it is 2-0 Ridgepoint on top. And Lauren Battle will continue to serve. The right-hander lets it fly, a little knuckleball off the tape. Gets down inside the Tompkins end. And now Ridgepoint on the attack, Battle at the net, and it is a point to Ridgepoint as it's a violation, I think maybe a double hit or a carry called against the Tompkins Falcons, who are wearing gray jerseys with white numerals and also black shorts. So there is yet another serve, and here comes Tompkins on the attack. It is a spike by Paris Herman, but Ridgepoint handles it. Sydney Jordan a little bit off her hand, but she kept it in. And Tompkins to return, cross court and out. 4-0 is the score. Ridgepoint on top here quickly. And that is a good way to take a very spirited student section out of the game. But you know that Tompkins, with its quality, is not going to be held down for long. And here is the serve by Battle. Tompkins on the attack. Here they come. And it's Paris Herman who cannot get it down, but they get their first point. Paris Herman's spike rattled around and hit the floor on the Ridgepoint side, so it is now 4-1 Panthers, and serving is Paris Herman. She lets it fly with a lot of overspin. Now they're going to set up Robertson, and she goes cross court, tries to get it to the left corner, and Tompkins with a back over the head shot does get it over, and now they set it long, and that made it an easy point for Nastasia Baptiste. Sometimes you set it long and you set it up for the other team. 4-2, Ridgepoint leading, but Tompkins serving with Paris Herman. Here it comes. More overspin again. Now they're setting up Sydney Jordan, and she goes from left to right and gets it down. And with her superior height, she was able to get it to land very short of the baseline. She didn't even have to use all of that space. So it's now 5-2 Ridge Point. And now it is their libero, Nyla Raspberry. Little side spinner on it as she serves it deep. And there, blocked at the net, is Madison Gundry. And Ridge Point is able to cause a block that goes out of bounds off of a Tompkins player. And it's now 6-2 Ridge Point on top. 10-1 sounds pretty good, but Lauren Bailey, the Panthers head coach, told me before the match that, you know, if they had paid a little more attention to detail, they could be 11-0. And there is an easy tap over for the Tompkins Falcons as Nastasia Baptiste, for the second time in this match, is able to tap one down after it was set long by the Ridge Point Panthers. Allison Merrill is Tompkins head coach, and yes, her father-in-law is the man for whom the Merrill Center is named. Sydney Jordan down the left side, and one linesman calls it in, another linesperson calls it out, and they'll have to come over and talk about it. Sydney Jordan is sure she got it on the line going down the left side. And the lady in the tall chair says the point does go to Ridge Point. So it is now 7-3. Now McKenna Manthe comes in the game for the first time, and she will serve, and she's very accurate with her serve. She has 4 aces on the season, and she lets it fly with some topspin, serves it deep. Little back set by Tompkins, and they tried to get one down with Skylar Scribonic, but it is Ridge Point fighting it off. Nyla Raspberry sends it deep, and Herman sets it up for a teammate who fires it long. Another point to the Panthers, and they lead at 8-3 here in Game 1. This is Vype FortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County sports. We are your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. We'll be with you all year long. Last year we did 126 different broadcasted events. Manthe sets it up. Raspberry with a set. Sydney Jordan off of fingertips by Thompson goes out. Should be a Ridge Point point. And no, they called that wrong. That went off Tompkins' fingertips and out of bounds. That was pretty obvious, but they missed it. And the scoreboard says 8-4 Ridge Point. It should be 9-3 Ridge Point. Manthe sets it up. There is Jordan who taps it this time. Almost got it down, but a great save by Tompkins. Manthe sets it up for Arissa Smith. Her spike does not score. Manthe digs it. And there's a tap, and they just got to get it over without a lot of force that time. And a double block at the net. Sydney Jordan and Arissa Smith combining to put it down and take a 9-4 lead. Sydney Jordan's turn to serve. Spins the ball, the right-hander leaps and fires deep to the right corner. And the bump almost hits the Raptors. Third hit is going to go over. Raspberry to Manthe, and now a little back set, and Arissa Smith is denied at the net. Beautiful block by Tendai Titley, and that makes it 9-5. Tompkins trailing, but gets the serve back. Cindy Changawa will serve. Nothing but right-handers for both teams thus far. Top spin, and it gets down. There is an ace for Changawa. Fooled Lauren Battle just a bit. Ridge Point still leading, however, 9-6. The spin by Changawa. She leaps and fires. Battle gets it in the air. Now it's Manthe, and it's Arissa Smith who just has to bump it over. No spike in this situation. And a little tap by Tompkins did not fool Ridge Point. And there goes Battle. She cannot get a lot of mustard on that one. And now Tompkins on the attack, blocked at the net. Battle at the net. And it's on the Ridge Point side. Jordan to Manthe, back sets it. And a little tap gets down for a winner by Nina Moorer. And Ridge Point takes a 10-6 lead. Nina Moorer coming into this game had 37 kills. I don't think that one counts as a kill. But it's a point nevertheless, and it's 10-6. Now Ridgepoint serving. Here comes Tompkins with a quick tap down. Manthe with a great save. And there is Moorer. She's denied at the net. Jordan with a great dig. Now back over the head. Now Nina Moorer back over her head, and they get it over. The point continues. The best one of the match so far. And a battle at the net won by Ridgepoint. And the last hand on the ball, Alexis Robertson, and a timeout, Tompkins. It is 11-6. We'll be back. Ridgepoint leads it here in Game 1 on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
The Tompkins timeout is over, and Ridgepoint serving and leading 11-6. Arissa Smith puts it in the air. Tompkins trying to return. And it is a double hit on the part of Tompkins. Point to the Panthers. They lead it 12-6. Ridgepoint won the Pearland tournament last weekend. Arissa Smith hits it hard over the net, and Alexis Robertson with a bang down spike. Well, wait a minute. Tompkins did keep it alive. Now it's Manthe setting up Robertson. The ball rolls on the top of the tape, falls on the Tompkins side, and then they hit it wide of the pole on the right side for Ridgepoint. So it's another point to the Panthers. This is their biggest lead, 13-6. Arissa Smith spins it. Top spin, goes deep middle with it. It's bumped up by Brooklyn Merrill. And Arissa to Manthe, sets up Jordan, but she wasn't close to the net. Not a lot of heat on that one. And it's a double hit again by Tompkins, and that's another point for the Panthers. Now their lead is the biggest yet at 14-6. Ridgepoint trying to get back to that form that took them to the state final in 2018, where they lost to Flower Mound after winning game 1 in that one. All right, Ridgepoint playing defense. Manthe is going to set it up for Moorer, and it's off of Tompkins, out of bounds. 15-6 Ridgepoint. They have scored 6 consecutive now. Quite a run of serves for Arissa Smith, and she lets it fly again, deep middle. Merrill bumps it up. And now a cross-court attempt, and Paris Herman can't get it down. Ridgepoint ready to attack, and they bump it deep. Tompkins with a quick set and a spike and a beauty. That gets down for Tendai Titley. And she was set up beautifully by Kristen Saba with the quick set. When it's done beautifully, there's not much you can do. And that ends that run of 6 consecutive points for the Panthers, but they still lead at 15-7. We go to 25, and it's best of 5, but if we get to a 5th game, that only goes to 15. There is Alexis Robertson wailing on the ball, but Tompkins with good defense, and they bring it back. Paris Herman with a winner, as it is blocked by a Ridgepoint play on Nina Moorer at the net, but it goes out of bounds after it made contact with her hands. 15-8 says the scoreboard. Ridgepoint on top. Now Manthe with a back set for Moorer, goes cross court, and it is down. Beautiful. She got it about as deep as you could. I think she pasted it right on the baseline and maybe just a foot inside the left sideline. And the score is now 16-8. That matches the Panther girls' biggest lead. Nina Moore fires it. Deep middle and a little easy tap over by Alexis Robertson as Tompkins set it too long, returning the serve of Nina Moore. She spells her last name just like Michael Moorer, who I think had the heavyweight championship at one point during the 1980s. And there's a beauty by Paris Herman, who just lifts it over, not in the illegal way, but Ridgepoint was expecting a big swing spike attempt, but it didn't come. And they get within 17-9, so I guess Ridgepoint actually was ahead 17-8 prior to that point, so their biggest lead is now 9. Moore to Robertson. No denying that one. Another quick set, so giving Tompkins a little taste of their own medicine, and they get it down to make it 18-9. That's their biggest lead. From the middle, it's Moore. She serves with her feet on the floor. Tompkins on the attack, cannot spike downward. Now Moore over to Jordan, goes down the left sideline, beautifully dug by Erica Deleski. She's very good at that. And down the far sideline, or down the right sideline, I should say, and a nice little bump point that kind of finessed and took Ridgepoint by surprise. Tompkins gets the point to draw within 18-10. And Paris Herman will serve. She too is a right-hander, slaps the ball, gets it airborne, leaps and fires. And it's bumped by Battle. Now Moore, now Jordan, a little tap, looking for the open space, and gets it down. Erica Deleski made contact, but couldn't get it up in the air high enough to help a teammate. And it's 19-10. Now it's Nyla Raspberry in the pink libero jersey to serve. She flies it. Backspin on that one. Stayed in the air a while. And here is a cross-court spike and a beauty for a winner for Tompkins, Cindy Changawa. And I want to thank the manager of the team, Callie Martinez, for helping me with all the pronunciations. I believe everybody needs to have their name pronounced correctly, and she gave me all the right ones. So Changawa gets the point. It's 19-11. Tompkins trailing. Sydney Jordan goes down the right sideline, and Merrill bumps it way out of bounds. And Tompkins gets it back in. Now Resberry, now Maury, now Arissa Smith, and it's a point for the Panthers. And I said Maury, I meant Moorer. McKenna Manthe off the bench will serve. She serves from the middle. She is a right-hander. 20-11 is our score. McKenna with a nice knuckleball serve, but had a lot of velocity on it. And it's going to be dug by Battle. Now Manthe backsets Moorer. And off a block and down. Ridgepoint scores to make it 21-11. They now lead by 10 in this first game. My voice is not as in mid-season form. And it's a good time for a timeout and a drink of water. We'll be back. 21-11. Ridgepoint leads it in game one. We'll be right back.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
McKenna Manthe serves with Ridgepoint leading by 10. Here comes Tompkins on the attack. Down the right sideline, dug by Manthe, and now Nina Moore has to swing a spike but keep her feet on the floor. And Tompkins tries to find something on the right sideline. Can't get it there. Now Sydney Jordan wails on the ball, but Tompkins has good defense. Merrill digs it out, and a deep spike and down by Skylar Skrabonik. her first kill of the game. Or the match, I should say. Well, I guess the match and the game. 21-12. By the way, driving to this ball game, coming down Gaston and then Falcon Pass, I crossed a street called Pointer Ridge, which was an omen that it might be a good night for Ridge Point. And they get one down as it's Arissa Smith banging away and getting the kill. 22-12. Still a 10-point lead, and now Sydney Jordan serves. No spin on that one, but a lot of heat. And a nice big spike attempt, but it's turned away. Changawa could not get it down. Battle with a two-hand bump to the deep baseline. Manthe digs it. Now Raspberry back sets. Moorer fires away, and it is off Tompkins' fingertips and out. And the lady in the big chair says no, it didn't touch anyone from Tompkins. The Falcons got away with one for the second time this game, where they did get a partial block at the net and no official saw it. But still a comfortable 22-13 lead for Ridge Point. Cindy Changawa ready to serve. She serves from her own left. And the right-hander gets it to Battle. Now Manthe back sets it for Moorer. She's blocked at the net, but it stays up. Here comes Tompkins, and a beautiful block. Moorer puts it down as there was a big swing, and Paris Herman came up empty. Point to the Panthers. It's 23-13. Opportunity knocking for Ridge Point to get a pretty decisive statement win in game one of this match. Arissa Smith serves, gets a lot of air under it. High bump, almost hit the rafters. Paris Herman tries to get it down. Sydney Jordan, now Manthe, and Lauren Battle is denied at the net. A beautiful block by Kristen Saba. Her first block of this match. And it's 23-14. Lauren Bailey, head coach of the Panthers, up off the bench. Arms folded. Ready to watch Tendai Titley of Tompkins serve. Now Manthe with a back set for Moorer and goes cross court and down. Right to left. Makes it 24-14 and it's game point. You're listening to our second broadcast of the school year. On Tuesday night we had Fulshire and Seven Lakes volleyball. And now it is Ridge Point taking on Tompkins. And Moorer flies it deep middle. Tompkins trying to stave off a game point, and it's off of Ridge Point fingertips and out after the big swing by Paris Herman. Tompkins keeps game one alive. It's 24-15. And they make a substitution, and that is Erica Deleski. Comes off the bench and immediately goes to the baseline to serve. Here it comes. Lauren Battle, now Moorer, and there is a little dig there. Not a lot of velocity on that one from Carrington Cook. Now it's on the Tompkins side, look out. And that is a beautiful dig by Raspberry to keep it alive by Ridge Point. Now it's on the Tompkins side. Here comes a big swing, blocked at the net by Robertson. And another beautiful block by Robertson and also Lauren Battle. And Ridge Point has finally put it away in game one. They win it 25-15. Great start for the Panthers. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those firsts too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
You
Ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
Fort Bend County High School Sports on VypeFortBend.com is brought to you tonight by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. At Nick's, their family gets better every time you stop by. By First Tire and Automotive with 4 great locations, including Katy Cinco Ranch, and they're all open on Saturdays. Visit FirstTireandAuto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, 10,400 Southwest Freeway, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. And as it's been since Robert P. Archer founded it in 1956, Archer Volkswagen is still family owned and operated, and you'll feel like family when you're there. By the Needville Insurance Agency, Bradley Stavanaugh and his team are your hometown trusted agents. They'll shop around to get you the best rate and make insurance easy for you. Call the Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. And by Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, helping us take care of business every day so we can bring you the action on VypeFortBend.com every week. Well, the Tompkins student section is not discouraged whatsoever by losing the first game 25-15. And they're trying to get their team fired up at Ridge Point with the first spike attempt of game 2, but it is into the net by Lauren Battle. I think that maybe the set was a little bit higher than she thought, so she was coming on down back to earth before she got to the peak of her swing. But a break for Ridge Point as the serve goes long by Tompkins. 1-1 now in game 2. And Lauren Battle from the middle will serve. But first, Lauren Bailey, the head coach, checking out the alignment. One last instruction. And now Battle flies it to the deep left corner where Paris Herman digs it out. And there is a spike attempt that gets down, and a beauty. Precision by Skylar Skrabonic. It's right there to make it 2-1. And it looked like maybe Coach Bailey had a bit of a beef with the call, but it looked like she just kind of shrugged because it was not really worth it. Sydney Jordan, big bang down spike. And it is 3-1 Ridge Point. She really got it in her wheelhouse. She has superior height and leaping ability and long arms, and it all came together right there. Lauren Battle, actually it was a point to Katy Tompkins because I believe Sydney struck the net. So the scoreboard said 3-1, and it should have said 2-2, and now it should say 3-2. Well, maybe they have it right. It says 4-1 Falcons. Okay, they did have it right. And now it's 4-2 as there is a fault on the serve. So really there's more missteps by me right there than anybody in this gym, or anybody else in this gym, I should say. Nyla Raspberry serving with her team down 4-2. And there is a beautiful bang down spike right down the right sideline, and getting all of it was Sydney Changawa. Off the bench for Tompkins, Presley Powell, and immediately she will serve. She too is a right-hander. Top spin, deep middle. Lauren in battle, now Arissa Smith. Sydney Jordan just having a two-hand bump right over. And Tompkins will get a big swing, but Nyla Raspberry digs out that spike attempt. Nina Moore to Sydney Jordan, who just taps it over with one hand. And now is a big swing by Tompkins, but it's blocked by Arissa Smith and Nina Moore. And down the right sideline, almost got it to go Carrington Cook, but look out, cross-court spike attempt by Tompkins, and Ridgepoint was fortunate, it went out of bounds on the big hit by Cindy Changawa. 5-3, Tompkins on top, but Ridgepoint gets the serve back. McKenna Manthe will do the honors. And it is bumped by Merrill. Changawa gets one down on the right corner. And she and Jordan both, Cindy and Sydney, when they get the set right where they need it, there's just not much chance that you can successfully block one of those spikes. Even when you have a defense with very few holes in it. Changawa ready to go. Fires it. It is very long. Missed it by about 15 feet. That brings Ridgepoint to within 6-4, and they get the serve back. Sydney Jordan comes over and get it. She likes to pound the ball with her fist 3 times before she serves. And she too serves it long. Tompkins now leads 7-4 and gets the serve back. Tendai Titley will serve. Keeps her feet on the floor as she hits it. Nyla Raspberry, now Manthe sets it up for more power to the left corner. And it's off of Tompkins' hands, and a point for the Panthers. They get within 7-5, and Arissa Smith goes to the baseline to serve. She likes to pound the ball hard 3 times and spin it before she lets it fly. Gets a lot of air under it. And there is a battle at the net, and it is won by Ridgepoint. Good heavy block, and it hit a Tompkins arm and fell on the Tompkins side of the net. Arissa Smith lets it go. There's a bump by Titley. McKenna Manthe with a dig, but it flies from one side of the gym to the other because there was a lot of hot sauce on that one. Tompkins breaks a string of 3 Ridgepoint points and gets the serve back, and the Falcons lead 8-6. And it is Willow Miller, no correction, not Willow, Erica Deleski to serve. Nyla Raspberry falls down as she digs it. Manthe to Moorer, off fingertips of the net, but Tompkins keeps it alive. Big swing by Herman, and it's dug by Battle. Now Manthe sets up Jordan to the middle. She goes and gets it down. Deleski with a desperation attempt to keep it airborne. And instead it went horizontal right back toward the vinyl padding at what I guess is the western wall of the Tompkins gym. I'm a little turned around, however. Paris Herman gets it up in the air, and it is Ridgepoint denied at the net, and yet they get it over on their 3rd hit. Willow Miller does keep it going. Herman dug by Sydney Jordan near the baseline, and a nice cross-court throwdown by Carrington Cook, but Tompkins still on the offensive attack. Moore going to set up Robertson. She fans on it, and too many hits on the Ridgepoint side. A point to the Falcons. That ups their lead to 9-7. And Paris Herman to serve. Right-hander, knuckleball serve. Moorer to Robertson, right sideline and down. Very quick release on that one. Lauren Battle goes to the baseline, almost stepped on the ball. You don't want to do that. That can be an injury. 9-8, Ridgepoint is down but serving, and Lauren Battle, wow, that was a wild pitch. Just a bit outside on the left. So it's now 10-8 Falcons. Nobody has called a timeout in this second game. And it is Merrill to serve, and I think it's a foot fault. Wow, that does not happen very often. Brooklyn Merrill, the daughter of the head coach, stepped on the line before making contact, so it's 10-9 Ridgepoint trails. And Nyla Raspberry will try to serve the point that gets Ridgepoint even. There it goes. No spin. Merrill digs it. Now here is a big bang down attempt by Skrabonic. Does not get it down. And there is Carrington Cook. Pastes it to the baseline in the middle. And a beauty to make it 10-10. I don't know. I have not had a chance to ask Carrington's mom or her dad or her grandparents, did they watch Dynasty? Because, you know, the Carrington family was the Dynasty family. It's a beautiful name. And now a whistle, and Ridgepoint's going to get the point because of a double hit on the Tompkins side, and I believe they call it on Erica Deleski. So Ridgepoint takes the lead, 11-10. Raspberry with a clockwise spin on it, sends it deep. Now here is the big bang down spike, and that's a beauty by Changawa. Falcons draw even at 11-11 in this game, too. Don't forget, football preview shows drop on Monday and Tuesday, 2 different ones. Presley Powell serves it. Ridgepoint, Moore with a back set. And there is a big spike attempt by Kayla Wilson into the game for the first time. Does not get it down. Now Tompkins has it on the attack, right down the middle, and the spike is good. Not sure exactly who did that one. I think maybe it was Cindy Changawa. 12-11, Tompkins, and now Presley Powell serves. Nina Moore over her head. And is she blocked at the net? No, she gets the winner. She's blocked, but the ball falls on the Tompkins side, so it's 12-12. McKenna Manthe to serve from the middle. She's a junior. Lets it go down the right sideline, but Tompkins handles it. Now a little back set for Changawa, and she goes cross court from left to right. And that's down for a 13-12 lead. Not too many long points here in the second game. The offensive execution has been very good indeed, and the defense has been good too, but it's kind of like a serve and volley tennis match. Manthe sets up more, but I think they get Manthe for a double hit. They do. And for the first time in a long time, somebody has a 2-point lead. It's 14-12. Tompkins on top, and Willow Miller to serve from the middle. The 5'7" junior sends it down the left sideline where it's dug out by Josie Condry of Ridgepoint. But now Tompkins has the offensive attack off of Ridgepoint fingertips. Raspberry to Manthe, now Moorer, and a beauty! Right down the middle, Presley Powell had it hit her squarely in the clavicle. Ridgepoint gets within 14-13, and now Sydney Jordan will serve. And Condry goes out. Jordan, nice top spin and an ace! Oh, that came at a great time. 8th ace of the season for Sydney Jordan, and it ties game 2 at 14. Ridgepoint won the first one, 25-15. Jordan spins it, ready to serve. There it goes. Backspin on that one, and a miss hit. And it goes off the hands of Merrill and way beyond the baseline. 15-14 Ridgepoint with 3 straight points now leads it. Trying to take a 2-0 lead here against an outstanding Tompkins Falcons team. Sydney Jordan down the right sideline. Little side spin, but Tompkins handled it. And Paris Herman gets it over. Manthe to Jordan, and she hits it into the net. Way off on that one. The ball hit the net closer to the tape on the bottom than to the tape on the top. And it's 15-15. Nobody needs to take a timeout for the sake of momentum, but I'm sure these teams are tired. Timeout might do them some good. We'll see. No timeout yet. Lauren Battle to Manthe. Now Moore blocked at the net, but it lands on the Tompkins side. It's 16-15 Ridge Point. Alexis Robertson gets up, comes into the game for Raspberry, and Arissa Smith goes to the baseline where she will serve. 16-15 Ridge Point on top and leading 1-0. Another parabola serve by Arissa Smith. Paris Herman taps it over, but Moore to Manthe. Now Battle tries to tap one down, but Tompkins has an answer. Herman with a spike attempt. She has another one. Now Sydney Jordan digs it, gets it in the air. Manthe to Moorer. Now goes cross court, right to left. Tompkins is there with the defense. And a tap. Lauren Battle almost tapped it down and got a point. And Paris Herman with a spike attempt. It goes off Ridge Point hands and out of bounds. And it ties it 16-all. I think both coaches feel like they have momentum. And therefore, nobody seems to want to call a timeout. Erica Deleski to serve. 16-all. And there it goes. Battle bumps it to McKenna Manthe. Alexis Robertson spike is dug, but they can't do anything else with it on the Tompkins side. 17-16 Ridge Point leading. Nina Moorer to serve. Manthe takes a seat. And I believe it was Kayla Wilson who came in for her. And a spike attempt blocked. Skylar Skrabonic could not get it over for Tompkins. It's a 2-point Ridge Point lead, 18-16. And Nina Moore wears her hair like Mulan when she plays a volleyball match. And there's a little break in the action, not sure what it is. Maybe we need to wipe the floor a little bit, which gives me a moment to remind you that our football coverage, our first broadcast, is Thursday of next week. Aldine Eisenhower visiting the Marshall Buffs live from Hall Stadium. Countdown to kickoff show at 6:45. Then on Friday, another countdown to kickoff show at 6:45 before we bring you the Hightower Hurricanes. First game for their new head coach, Cornelius Anthony. And they will take on the Bush Broncos and Alan Aldridge, the head coach. And then on Saturday, it's Dulles against Kempner, 5:45. And we get back into action, and evidently the little interruption to wipe the perspiration off the floor did Tompkins some good. They get that first point, and now they trail only 18-17, and Paris Herman ready to serve. Steps a little bit to her right. She's very near the corner. And Lauren Battle gets it to Moorer, and Robertson bangs one that goes out. And we're tied at 18. Paris Herman to serve again. Quick instructions from Coach Bailey to Nina Moorer. And Herman with a top spin serve that lands in front of Battle. She made contact with it, but did not completely get her fists or her hands underneath the ball, and it hit the floor. 19-18. Thompson with 3 straight points. Herman serves again. Battle lets it go, and it's good. 4 straight points for Falcons. There's a service winner by Paris Herman. 20-18. And a good test for Ridge Point on the road. Vocal crowd cheering against them. Top spin, dug by Raspberry. Moorer, and down the left sideline, and good by Kayla Wilson. Her first clean kill of the match. And off the bench comes serving specialist Josie Condry. Lauren Battle goes to the end of the bench. Ridge Point down 20-19. Condry serves it deep middle. And here they come on the attack. Condry with a 2-hand bump gets it in the air. Now Sydney Jordan off of the Tompkins block, but the Falcons keep it off the floor. And there's a little tap where Nyla Raspberry's ready to return it for Ridgepoint. Sydney Jordan's attempt is blocked out of bounds. Point to the Panthers. We're tied at 20. Oh, this second game has been awesome. Condry still serving. Now she moves to the left corner and lets it fly to the deep middle. And here comes Tompkins attacking. Right sideline, bumped by Moorer. Now Raspberry puts it up in the air, and fanning on it is Kayla Wilson. Not completely fanning on it, but a miss hit. And Ridgepoint is now down 21-20. This is pivotal. And we've got a timeout. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
We're back. Ridgepoint trailing 21-20 and receiving serve. Nina Moore back set. And it's Kayla Wilson who gets a kind bounce off the top of the net as she goes cross court right to left. And it falls down clean on the Tompkins side, and we're tied at 21. Ridgepoint won the first game of this best-of-5 match, 25-15, and now Nyla Raspberry to serve with a fountain of hair coming out of that scrunchie. And she gets a service winner to make it 22-21. Pennies from heaven. Tompkins was just a little bit asleep on that serve, and now it's 22-21. Raspberry fires, and it is Merrill who digs it. And Changawa tries to get a spike attempt, but it's a battle at the net and an easy tap down for Tompkins as Ridgepoint set it long. And Changawa came up with it in it. Wait a minute. The scoreboard says 22 all. Now it says 23-22, Ridgepoint on top, and Tompkins has just taken a timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
There was still time on the scoreboard clock before that timeout ended. Ridgepoint got the point coming out of the timeout. They lead 24-21, and now it's game point. Tompkins trying to keep it alive, and they do with a beautiful tap. It was Tendai Titley who used a little finesse. Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot. And Tompkins keeps game 2 alive. They're down 24-22. And now Presley Powell to serve. But before she does, timeout Ridgepoint. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business and they remember all those firsts too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugarland and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
I won't get fooled again. Okay, so there's still time on the scoreboard clock. They go ahead and play, and here it is. Game point in game 2. Moorer sets up Arissa Smith, and a double hit on Tompkins. No call. Now a late call, and it is a point to the Panthers, and they win game 2, 25-22. That was a very blatant double hit by Tompkins, as it was a nice little tap over by Ridgepoint, and they win the second game 25-22. We will step aside, and Ridgepoint will be going for a sweep when we return. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
All right, Ridgepoint going for the sweep of Katie Tompkins here in the gym at the campus along Falcon Landing. So on the court for Ridgepoint to start game 3, Nyla Raspberry, McKenna Manthe, just into the game, Kennedy Rogers, Sydney Jordan, Nina Moorer, and Alexis Robertson. But it'll be Tompkins to serve first, and it's Erica Daleski doing the honors. And she flies it long, and a long save that Nyla Raspberry has to make. And then Nina Moorer bumps it over, so Tompkins on the attack. I was obstructed a little bit there, And now Nina Moore goes down to the left corner. She didn't really get a set. What she got was a wild pinball bounce off of some hands, and it was right there for her. And really, Tompkins was there with pretty good defense, but it's 1-0 Ridge Point. Now Julie Condry into the game, and Nina Moore with an easy tap over as Tompkins sets it long on the return of the Condry serve. Ridge Point up 2-0 in this game 3. Condry taking her time, now lets it go and hits it into the net. So Tompkins down 2-1 now and gets the serve. Paris Herman will get the ball airborne, spins it, slaps it, and there it goes. Or actually, here it comes. Raspberry with a falling dig. Robertson puts it away off the McKinney set. Right between two outstretched Tompkins arms and down to the floor. And it's 3-1, Ridge Point on top. Raspberry to serve now. There she sends it to the left corner and deep. And it's Changawa who puts one down between Arissa Smith and Nina Moore. Gets it to land on the Ridge Point side, and it's still 3-2 Ridge Point leading, but Tompkins serving. And it's Merrill. Brooklyn sends it deep, dug by Raspberry. Now a back set for Moorer, and it's off the block and spins down on the Tompkins side. Point to the Panthers. They lead it 4-2. And Nina Moorer will serve, but before she does, Kayla Wilson will come back onto the floor, and McKenna Manthe sits down. Moorer serves, deep left corner. Merrill digs it, and now here is Changawa trying to put it away, and she does. Correction, Tendai Titley, and Condry with a beautiful diving attempt at a dig, but it flew off of her hands and into the bleachers. Tompkins gets the serve back, trailing 4-3 and trying to prevent a 3-0 sweep. Raspberry bumps it up. Moore now sets it up for Kayla Wilson, off fingertips at the net. And it is dug by Merrill, but blocked down by Kayla Wilson or Arissa Smith, or both of them at the same time. Beautifully done either way, and it's 5-3 Ridge Point. Now it's Kennedy Rogers coming back into the match for the second time, and Julie Condry takes a seat. Sydney Jordan to serve with the Panthers leading 5-3. Down the right sideline, it is bumped by Paris Herman. Changawa blocked at the net. Arissa Smith says, I don't think so. Not this time. Point to the Panthers makes it 6-3, their biggest lead of this third game. Sydney Jordan spins it and leaps. There it goes, deep right corner. And Brooklyn Merrill gets it over to Changawa. Her spike does not get down, and there is a beautiful tap by Kennedy Rogers, and she gets it to go with a little bit of finesse. She recognized that she couldn't make the big swing, and she tapped it down. 7-3 Ridge Point. Timeout Tompkins will take it with them and be back.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
I've noticed that in this game, the players break up their huddles and come back onto the floor long before the time runs out on the timeout. And Sydney Jordan serves and misses wide on the right sideline, so that makes it 7-4. Thompson trailing, but gets the serve back, and Willow Miller will serve. The 5'7" junior gets it in the air. Nyla Raspberry to Moorer. Now Kayla Wilson is denied at the net, but Ridge Point keeps it going off the net, and they can't keep it airborne. Another point for Tompkins. Scoreboard says 7-4, but I think it should be 7-5. And I think they're taking a moment to correct it, and they do. 7-5 is the score. Tompkins trailing, and a serve is long by Willow Miller. By the way, I have occasionally heard the word willowy used to describe a girl or a woman. I'm not really sure what it means. I think it means tall, but Willow Miller is not tall. She's one of the shorter players on the team at 5'7", but a fine player nevertheless. All right, there's Paris Herman. She is blocked at the net, but it goes out. It was either Alexis Robertson or Kayla Wilson who made contact. It is now a 2-point game. 8-6, Tompkins trailing. Ready for a serve from Tendai Titley. Sydney Jordan gets it to Moorer. And now there's a big swing and a bang down by Kennedy Rogers. Way to go, 9. That must be Kennedy Rogers' dad. Are you Kennedy Rogers' dad? That was quite a hit. So Ridge Point leads it by a score of 9-6. We are Vype, FortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports. McKenna Manthe serves but hits one into the net. That does not happen very often. She's a very consistent server. And that gets Tompkins a little bit closer at 9-7, and they get the serve back. And Erica Deleski will fire away. I'll tell you that Kennedy Rogers' dad has a big voice. McKenna Manthe to Nina Moorer, who spikes one down, and the dig attempt flies into the stands. Point to the Panthers. They lead 10-7 and get the serve back as they go for the sweep here over Tompkins. They come into this match having won 10 out of 11. They are 10-1. And their one loss was to the Woodlands, whom they will play again on August the 31st. Condry serves for Ridge Point. Knuckleball in the air. Tompkins bringing it. Paris Herman is out. I thought maybe it was touched by Ridge Point near the net, but it came through clean and went wide. So it's 11-7 Ridge Point. Condry ready to serve. Serves with her feet on the floor, and there it goes. Tompkins trying to come up with a big attack, and they spike one deep to the middle from Titley, but Ridge Point handles it. Sydney Jordan goes to the right corner. Beautiful dig by Tompkins to get it back the other way. Paris Herman humpback spike attempt, and now it is McKenna Manthe who just taps one that crawls over the tape, and there is a point for Tompkins. Just a little gentle tap underhand by Paris Herman. Like throwing the changeup, it was not what Ridge Point expected. It's 11-8, Tompkins trailing and serving. Herman lets it go. Raspberry digs and falls to her knees. Now McKenna Manthe to Nina Moore, who finds the open spot. Taps it down beautifully. It's 12-8 Panthers. And they get the serve back. Nyla Raspberry. Alexis Robertson takes a seat, clapping her hands together. She's enjoying herself this Friday night. Raspberry fires it deep middle. Tompkins trying to attack back, and I believe that was a lift on the part of Tompkins. It was. They call Nastasia Baptiste. 13-8, and the Ridge Point sub-varsity girls bring the "you can't do that." You know, you've heard it, you've seen it. It's fun, especially if the point just went your way. And Raspberry fires it deep. It is out. Too much air under that one, and Tompkins gets basically a free point to get back within 13-9, and they will serve again. And it is Brooklyn Merrill. She fires it, bumped by Condry. McKenna Manthe to Arissa Smith, taps it over, and it's a point for the Panthers. Erica Deleski took a dive, went after the ball, and could not get it going straight up to put it in place in reach of a teammate. It's 14-9 Ridge Point. Moorer serves deep middle, and Merrill digs it, And now there is a big swing, but blocked by Ridgepoint. Kristen Saba tried to get it to go down, but she was denied by Kayla Wilson. Biggest lead of this game 3. It is 15-9, and Nina Moore to serve again. There it goes. Hump back. Merrill digs it. And there is a winner at the net by Tompkins. Tendai Titley hit it through the block and down to get her team within 15-10. Off the bench, Presley Powell. She will immediately go to the baseline and serve. Here goes her serve. Raspberry bumps it. Nina Moore is going to back set it for Sydney Jordan. No denying that one. Big point for the Panthers. It's 16-10. The momentum going Ridgepoint's way. By the way, I noticed that driving here, I crossed a street called Pointer Ridge. Was near, by the way, Sydney Jordan just served into the net. So it's 16-11, and Tompkins gets the serve back, trailing by 5. But there was an elementary school where the mascot was the koalas. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's cute, though. And there is Willow Miller, whose serve hits the tape and falls down on the Tompkins side. A costly fault puts her team behind 17-11. And Ridgepoint will serve again with Arissa Smith. Arissa steps way back behind the basketball baseline before she runs up toward the volleyball baseline and gets it in the air. Merrill sets it up, and there is a spike that goes off of Alexis Robertson of Ridgepoint, out of bounds, and a point to Tompkins. Arissa Smith takes a seat. Nyla Raspberry back on the floor. 17-12. Tompkins trailing and serving. It'll be Tendai Titley from the middle. Big lineup for Ridgepoint. Sydney Jordan sets up Kayla Smith, and a cross-court spike goes down. It is 18-12. Ridgepoint leads, gets the serve back, and McKenna Manthe comes in to replace Kayla Wilson. McKenna will serve. She can palm the ball with her left hand. That's pretty impressive. And she fires it to the deep left corner, but Tompkins is going to send it back. Paris Herman with a vicious spike. It goes off Manthe and flies way beyond the baseline. In fact, it hits the wall. So a point for Tompkins. They're down 18-13 and serving again. Erica Deleski ready for an opportunity. She serves from the server's right, goes cross court, bumped by Kennedy. And there is Nina Moore down the left sideline, but hit it out. Oh my goodness. Nina Moore thought she had a winner there. And by the way, I said Kennedy. It is Kennedy, but it's Kennedy Rogers who set her up. Very close. 18-14, Tompkins trailing and serving, and now Nina Moore down the left sideline. It's out again. Wait a minute. The lineswoman who said it was out overruled by the lady in the chair, the very tall chair. It's a point to the Panthers, and they lead it 19-14. And Julie Condry will serve. I'm sorry, I've been calling her Julie. I'm sorry, Miss Condry. Your name is Josie. You're going to break out the hats and hooters when Josie comes home. Point to the Falcons, however. Deepest apologies to the entire Condry family. It's Josie, not Julie. And I have the Steely Dan album, Josie. I should have just allowed it to stick in my head using that method of a very wonderful memory. McKenna Manthe sets up. Nina Moore hits it deep. Dig attempt by Tompkins, but they can't control it. Point to the Panthers. 20-15, they lead it. And they get the serve back. Nyla Raspberry. Panther girls looking pretty happy, like they feel like this one's going to go their way in a sweep. Raspberry serves it. A lot of air under that one. Tompkins ready to attack. And it's Chongawa, but she is dug out by Condry. Now Manthe. Raspberry just bumps it over. Tompkins will try again. Here they come. And they cannot get it down with Natasha Baptiste. And Sydney Jordan is denied at the net, but it lands after the block on the Tompkins side. And it's a point to the Panthers. They lead by 6. 21-15, and Nyla Raspberry still serving. Timeout. Tompkins will take it. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
I'm sorry, we lost audio there for a moment. You missed a great point. Rats, sorry about that. Hope you didn't leave. Obviously you didn't if you're hearing my voice. 22-16 Ridgepoint and serving. And here is a spike attempt by Titley. She cannot get it down. Kayla Wilson, long cross court. Tompkins keeps it alive, trailing by 6, and they get one down off of a Ridgepoint partial block, but it lands inbounds. Good. 22-17 is the score. Tompkins trailing and serving, and it'll be Presley Powell. Down the left sideline, dug out by Condrey. Nina Moore taps it to Sydney Jordan. It's on the Tompkins side of the net, but they tap it over. Condrey to Moore, now to Kayla. Boom! But it's out. Oh my goodness. I thought it was a point down, and the Ridgepoint fans reacted accordingly. The Tompkins student section didn't even cheer because I think they saw it land inbounds or on the tape anyway. By the way, my producer Merle, thank you. By the way, Tompkins with a big block at the net has gotten within 3 now. It's 22-19. Thank you, Merle Bertrand, our outstanding producer, letting me know that he lost our audio, but Merle, it was my bad. If you let the cursor hover over the mute thing, even if you don't click it, it mutes you. Rookie mistake. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, long serve by Tompkins is a break for Ridgepoint. They have a 4-point lead. 23-19, trying to close out a sweep. Sydney Jordan serves deep middle, and it gets down. An ace. Her second ace of the match. It's 24-19, and Ridgepoint with one more point can claim victory. Sydney Jordan to serve it out, she hopes. And the "We Can't Hear You" comes out from the Ridgepoint sub-varsity players who are watching. 24-19, Jordan serves it deep. And here we go with Changawa trying to get it down. She can't. Ridgepoint on defense. They get it over the tape. Now it's Tompkins back set. Changawa cross court. Nina Moore digs it. Raspberry sets up Kayla off fingertips and down, and Ridgepoint wins. They get it 25-19. I think, yes, they do. It's all good. No video review. Ridgepoint wins. We'll take a break on VypeFortBend.com and be back.
You remember their first steps, first time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
You are the master of the multitask, the champion of making it happen. Taking care of business is not for the faint of heart. Still, you take
Everything starts with Xfinity, because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina, coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Fort Bend County High School Sports on VypeFortBend.com has been brought to you tonight by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. At Nick's, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. Ridgepoint fans, when you come up to the northern part of Fort Bend County and you get a victory, celebrate it at Nick's. They're awesome. By First Tire and Automotive, with 4 great locations, including Katy Cinco Ranch. All of them are open on Saturdays. Visit firsttireandauto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, 10,400 Southwest Freeway, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. And as it's been since Robert P. Archer founded it in 1956, Archer Volkswagen is still family-owned and operated, and you'll feel like family when you're there. By the Needville Insurance Agency, Bradley Stavanaugh and his team are your hometown trusted agents. They'll shop around to get you the best rate and make insurance easy for you. Call the Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. And by Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugarland, helping us take care of business every day so we can bring you the action on VypeFortBend.com every week. So the Ridgepoint Panthers improved to 11-1 on the season. They're looking sharp. They've got a lot of height and a lot of talent, and they seem to be coming together. And I believe that their head coach, Lauren Bailey, doesn't even believe they've come close to playing the best that they can play. By the way, Dennis Silva of Vype is interviewing Coach Bailey right now. Look for a story on Vype's websites of this game, recapping the victory, which went 25-15, 25-22, and 25-19, Ridgepoint over Tompkins. We invite you to join us on Monday and Tuesday. Check in because we will drop a couple of football previews. One for Class 5A, that'll come your way on Monday, and then on Tuesday, the Class 6A preview, and then our football broadcasts begin on Thursday night. It is Aldine Eisenhower against Fort Bend Marshall. On Friday night, it is the Hightower Hurricanes taking on the Bush Broncos, and we'll start the Thursday game and the Friday game at 6:45 with the Countdown to Kickoff show. And then on Saturday at 5:45, Countdown to Kickoff begins at 5:45 as we bring you Dulles and Kempner. For everyone on the Vype team, thank you so much for being with us. Ridgepoint beats Tompkins in 3 straight volleyball games. I'm Roger Smith. Good night, and we will talk to you on Monday with our first preview show for the football season. Good night, everybody.